Well, ladies and gents, welcome to this Market Insights. We're just going to have a look here at the Aussie dollar opportunity potentially presenting itself, just unfolding through the course of this morning. I'll just have a rundown through this setup, have a look at what I was seeing, and see if there's any potential trading opportunities and just the logic and theory behind why we might be looking at a trade. Similar to one of our gold setups we looked at previously, last week and into the start of this week. We're looking at longs here in Aussie dollar. Now, just starting here from market profile and volume profile, starting from the left-hand side, we've got a couple of very particularly low volume areas, single prints on the market profiles, low volume nodes here on the volume profiles. Now, that coming in on the 20th of June, so a few weeks back now, and the same again here on the 23rd of June. Now, that was in this extended move to the downside, dollar strength here coming in, that more sort of pricing on the more slightly more hawkish Fed and just driving Aussie dollar to the downside and slightly risk off sentiment. Now on its way down, it's left those poor volume areas, those low volume nodes. It's also created a series of poor highs and a series of poor highs which are yet to go on to be tested. So back here on Tuesday the 27th, we've got what's that, a 5 TPO poor high here, so significant time spent up at that 67.21 level. Excess trading at the lows. From there, this market did continue to trade lower, but we're just starting now to see a bit of a bottoming out here. We've spent a considerable period of time consolidating at these lows, a nice balanced day, D-shaped right at the lows of this days before now slowly just starting to transition back to the upside. Now yesterday we put in again a nice balanced day, a D-shaped day, but we left poor highs at the top and a little bit of excess down at the bottom. Now it is an inside day. Okay, all of yesterday's trading, trading with inside Tuesday's trading range. Now, with the expectation that this market may want to trade back up through ultimately both of these poor highs to go and explore prices beyond that, and also the opportunity to trade back through these shaded areas, these low volume areas, again to go and complete that price discovery and find out where fair value is. Now, we've also seen through the course of the morning, if we take these profiles out, we've seen that final flush very similar to as we saw in gold. Okay, we've seen one last squeeze lower, just drop that to a slightly lower time frame. Big push to the downside. We've just broken down through this blue line which I've drawn here, which if I just bring those profiles back, we can just see is a little ledge here from back on Monday the 3rd. So we've broken down through that ledge. That would be expected. Again, considerable period of time spent at that support level. We've popped our head down below with that final flush, and immediately we've rallied back above that level. And now clearly we're trading back up above not only the ledge level, but also this blue dotted line, which is the lows of yesterday's inside day. So we've tried to explore lower, we've moved back higher, come back with inside yesterday's inside day, and now also we have broken through this little trend line which was forming down here just on a 15-minute chart, so more execution time frame here, and we've come through that trend line. And we've also taken out this little resistance level through here, again 15-minute time frame. Was the start of this strong sell-off around 3 a.m. this morning. So trading back up through that now, that final flush, pushing, removing a huge amount of sellers from the market, and now opening up the opportunity for buyers to step back in. And this aggressive buying now, I wouldn't be at all surprised to see this filter through, and at least give us the opportunity. Just hide those candles again. Just give us the opportunity to trade back up through perhaps some of these poor highs, certainly the poor high of yesterday on the inside day. If we can break out the top of yesterday's inside day, then the favorable trade is to have another run up towards that next set of poor highs, and that will perhaps take us back up through this low volume area. In order for this to happen, we're going to have to generally see a bit of a risk on mood. We're going to want to see Australian and the risk currencies start to rally, and of course the dollar weaken. On arguably a more dovish Fed. Now, one of the challenges with this trade is you're going to be pushing into tomorrow if you are to go and see this low volume area recovered. And as we come into tomorrow, we're going to see non-farm payrolls released, jobs day in the US. Eagerly anticipated piece of data. Is that potentially going to give us further insight as to what the Fed will do going forward? Time will tell on that, but I feel if we can get a positive move today and we can find a position and get a chunk of our way through this prior to tomorrow's data release, there could be an opportunity here for some longs in the Aussie dollar. Okay, it's something to keep our eyes on. We'll keep our eyes on this and see how this progresses, but for the time being, longs looking like the more favourable trade here in the Aussie dollar. That's all from me. Please join me again for another market snapshot.